What is going on, guys? Gemma here and back again for another video, and today I want to tell you about my experiences of playing Days Gone on my PlayStation 4 after the first 3 hours, which I streamed here on my YouTube channel last night. We're also going to be taking a look, and I do love this, at the Metacritic user scores / reactions to the game, because I like to kind of bring something a little bit different to the table. So I'm going to start with my views. Please share your views, and I have taken a look at a lot of comments on other people's reviews, particularly IGN, who rated it a 6.5 out of 10, which I think is a little bit unfair. This game is nowhere near a 9, which is what I was hoping for, but I guess that's the optimist in me. But it is definitely higher than a 6.5. Let's take a look, stay tuned, and while you're at it, help a girl out, will you? And punch that subscribe button, and let's grow together. Okay. Should you buy it? I think this is worth a buy, but perhaps you may need to wait until it drops slightly in price unless you're eager for a new adventure and you have the spare cash floating around. I think first of all, I want to just kind of talk about the environment. I think it looks stunning. It really does look stunning. It's set in I think it's set in Oregon, so it is in the Northwest United States. So think the kind of atmosphere of like Twilight. Very dark, very moody, cold at times, rain, lots of foliage. And it looks absolutely stunning. Now, I'm playing on my base PlayStation 4. I'm yet to try it on my PlayStation 4 Pro. And even on my original PS4, it looks stunning. The way the trees shimmer, the way the rain shimmers on the leaves, like really kind of nice details that I think Ben Studios have paid solid attention to. And that really does draw you in Days Gone's kind of vibe and environment, and I like that because I want immersion. The freakers / zombies, whatever you want to call them, I get the vibe. There was this bit in the game, and you get to this little town, and I thought, what did you have to do? You had to go and find a bike part. I'm not going to spoil it. But there were lots of freakers hiding and walking around within this little town, and I managed to stealth my way through. I think there's a lot of emphasis placed on stealth. You can stealth kill the freakers, which is fantastic, but it's like, even when you think you're going in for a stealth kill, sometimes they would turn around, and I'm like, dude, I was crawling at a snail's pace. You must have supersonic hearing. But I still managed to stealth my way through without any hordes attacking me within this first little settlement. And I enjoyed it. I was hooked. There were a couple of jump scares, and like freakers jumping out from around the corner that you just didn't expect. And I like that as well, I really do. They look very generic, I will say that. There's not much variety in their facial animations, in the detail, but again, I may see other things on my PlayStation 4 Pro that I'm not getting on the PlayStation 4 model. So I think when you're going into this, you really need to consider what PlayStation you're playing it on, because you're definitely, I think, going to get more out of your Pro experience in terms of fine details. These freakers, I just want to mention, move bloody fast, and often I found within that first 3 hours that I was kind of in this cemetery, and I disturbed a nest, and quite a few of them came out. Unbeknown to me, like an idiot, I was low on ammo, so I was having to rely on melee. Now, I didn't find my characters, like Deacon's character, as agile as I wanted Deacon to be when in melee. So you can pick up different melee weapons in the world, like a 2x4, a bat, you can create like a spiked bat, whatever. And I just wanted that little bit more speed. I think I would have liked to have felt a little bit more powerful. And yes, you can level up, you can utilize your skill points, you can use your XP to change and tweak and fine tune things, but I think off the bat, Deacon for me wasn't as strong in melee as what I was anticipating, or at least what I was expecting. So I'm kind of like, yeah, it's like a 7 out of 10 with the melee combat. When you've got a weapon, dude, I'm telling you, like a sawn-off shotgun, even pistol, suppressed pistol, It's good. It is really, really good. I've just kind of changed my load. Like I want to like reload quicker, so I've just spent an XP point doing that. But I find that the freakers, they're a bit bullet spongy. It takes a lot to kill them, so I would just say go straight in for a headshot, but they move pretty fast, so you really do have to fine tune your weaponage. Now, you'll spend a lot of time on your bike, but yes, you can traverse this beautiful, beautiful landscape on foot as well. And I have tried to do that because at times your bike will run out of petrol or gas and it will break down. So you are forced to go off on foot into the wilderness mid-mission or on your way to a mission to find some spare parts to fix the bike or to find some petrol to refuel it. And again, it comes down to Deacon's ability to be agile in those moments, to kind of evade wildlife or evade freakers that are lurking. And his stamina is very, very poor off the bat. So I would say focus on increasing your stamina, because I think you're going to be spending a lot of time in Days Gone on foot. Don't be mistaken that you're going to be on the bike all the time. I think what's happened is Ben's studio have focused a lot on showing the bike and Deacon on the bike and Deacon escaping on his bike, when actually Deacon spends a lot of time on foot. So just as a tip, focus on increasing your stamina with your XP, especially when you're right in the middle of bloody nowhere and you need to go and find some petrol, which happened to me in last night's stream. I'm happy with my purchase, so I just want to kind of conclude my little part before we dive into the Metacritic stuff. I'm happy I paid full price for this because I wanted to stream it. For me, buying a game isn't just about my interpretation and my experience, it's about my streaming experience here on YouTube. So I like to get games day one, with the exception of a few, like For Honor, I didn't get that. There was a couple of games I've not got, but this being a AAA title and this getting some serious press from Sony, I think it's been a little overhyped. And I will say, if my friend Merlin is watching this, he's been saying to me for the past week, Gemma, this is going to be a 7 out of 10 game. This is going to be, and I'm like, no, it's going to be nearer a 9, but if I'm wrong, I will eat my hat. And he just texted me before and he said, how are you finding it? And I said, you're right, it's kind of hovering 7.5 for me at the moment. You know, I'm happy with it and I'm going to be streaming it tonight. So if you're watching this video, make sure you come over to my stream. If I'm not live, there is a full archive playlist of streams. Go and take a look at some of my awesome times in Days Gone. Okay, Metacritic. Now this may change as this video goes out because this is fluid and scores change, but I'm going to be taking a look at Days Gone on Metacritic for the PlayStation 4, as that's the platform I've been playing, and so far the user score is 7.5, the overall meta score is 72 out of 100. Now if we just scan down to user reviews, because I hate critic reviews, I don't trust them all the time because I think there's too much of a discrepancy between what we, as just the kind of the gamers, the core audience, and then you've got like crazy like magazines that are probably paid. I'm shooting at the dark a little bit there, but some of them are rated at 10 out of 10 and it's nowhere near a 10 out of 10. But this person right at the top, Think Tones, has given it a 10 out of 10. This person says, this game will get a ton of hate, therefore will get a 10. What? Especially Xbox fanboys, oh come on. But if I were to score a base based off pure gaming enjoyment, it still gets a 10. Dude, serious? No. That is such a... Right, whatever. I'm gonna let you gamers decide what you think of some of these. The one down, we got a 9 out of 10. Sid the Dog says, let me expand this. I may summarise some of these if they're a little bit too long. Great game and really enjoying it at the moment. The story is okay and the gameplay is pretty awesome, but the bike physics feel a little slow. Other than that, it is fun. 9 out of 10? If I covered that score and read this person's little kind of overview, synopsis, whatever, I would have said it's more kind of like a 7.5. But hey, this person has given it a 9 out of 10. I will say though, he's mentioned the bike physics. being a little slow. Completely agree, especially when you're trying to run over freakers, because there's often, you know, quite a few of them on the road. What happens is we're on contact with the freakers, the game stutters and slows down a bit, and the bike slows down and then kind of speeds up again. So it's not as fluent as, say, something like in State of Decay 2 when you're pummeling through a load of zombies and it's just very, very smooth and the sound effects kind of mimic what's going on screen. Okay, let's continue to go down. Let's take a look at some more. In fact, there's a lot of 9s and 10s here, guys. There's a lot of 9s and 10s. Let me read this one. Real Gamer 46456. This is a huge kind of bit of text here, so I'll summarize it. You know what? If you're fun at shooting countless zombies, refreshing open world games that takes the best of other parts, magnificent games and puts them all together, oh my God, please breathe. And with a fairly decent storyline, magnificent soundtrack, great atmosphere, you'll absolutely love this game. This person has literally written his or her entire review without any full stops. I can't even cope with that. And yeah, but I will say there is a lot of different kinds of games that you feel within Days Gone, like The Last of Us, Red Dead Redemption 2, I think definitely for like the huge draw distance, you know, the kind of barren, empty feel of the landscape sometimes. I really like that, even GTA. This person here, Jod1820, has given this game, Days Gone, a 0 out of 10. Buggy hot mess. Sony has dropped nothing but duds this whole year. You're wrong there. The game is super repetitive and bloated with freakers. Should have cancelled this trash. I think saying that Sony have missed the mark with dud games all year is absolutely incorrect. I think the PS4 is definitely coming towards the end of its AAA shelf life as we kind of moving towards the PS5 hype now. But I don't think it's a hot mess. I haven't noticed too many bugs. Metro Exodus was unplayable for me. As you guys well know, when I streamed it, that was a bloody buggy hot mess. Days Gone is not a hot mess. Let's read a couple more out. I'm just going to try like 9s, 10s. What? 9s and 10s? This is absolutely bonkers. Let me just, where are we? Let me just try and find some more. Okay. J Show, 8 out of 10. It has its issues like almost every other game out there, but the game is fun and in my opinion has a good cast of characters that present a good story. So that, yeah, I think the characters are great. The voice acting is on point. There's some interesting dialogue between the characters like Boozer and Deacon. Their relationship develops pretty quickly in the early stages of the game, and it's refreshing to see. This other person here says, I'm only 3 to 4 hours in, pretty much like I am, but Days Gone has an overall, it's been a great experience. I got kicked out once during mid-conversation, but other than that, I haven't had any issues that these reviewers claim. Great graphics in a vibrant, very scary environment, and the gunplay is okay. Okay, so we've read out some stuff from the Metacritic lot there. I could go on. I will kind of like add to what this last person says. The weapon wheel is not as seamless as I would have liked. You have to press L1, you have to pick which kind of area, whether you want to go into your melee weapons, whether you want to go into your pistols, whether you want to go into your grenades, and then from there there's like another menu where you can craft. So it is a little bit tricky between the L1, R1 combination in the menu wheel. But I'm hoping that as I play, I'll pick that up a little bit more and become more fluent as I adapt. So I think overall, my rating, and I don't rate games, I just like to kind of talk about them and, you know, let you guys decide. But I think for me, if we were to quantify it at the minute, Days Gone sits at a 7.5, 7.8 out of 10 max. Depending. So I'm hoping I change my mind as the story develops. I've only played 3 hours of this, don't forget, but I wanted just to kind of get this video out as I didn't get a video out yesterday as I've been super busy with my new puppy. But let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you guys come on to stream later, catch more of Days Gone as I'm streaming it all weekend. But for now, don't forget to thump that subscribe button, share this video using #TheGebs24, and have a beautiful day. My name is Gemma, take care, see you soon.